and now I am heading towards the ferry terminal at Victoria to bring me to Port Angeles, which is on the American side. So I'm now on my way south. I've reached my most northerly point here, and now I'm on my way back down south to San Francisco. So making very slow progress here into Victoria. It's a Tuesday rush hour, so reminds me of San Francisco, you know. So no major worries for the ferries. It's 20 minutes past 8. I've just got to be there for 9:30, so plenty of time still. Okay, so I've just left the ferry terminal at Port Angeles, and I'm now on my way to Astoria, Oregon, passing through a place called Sappho, which is going to be my first kind of stop. So I'm going to try and hug the Pacific coast as much as possible. It's going to be a long drive today. Because it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. The weather today is beautiful. I've been making my way up the northwest coast of the Olympic National Park, and I'm now starting to go south. I'm on Route 101, heading towards the Pacific coast. Been eventful so far. This actually is the first town that looks anywhere like civilization in the last 100 miles. There's a big garden centre and a kind of a big store here, and kind of recognizable petrol stations. I went in and I asked the guy, the petrol pumps here are, the green petrol pumps are diesel, and the black petrol pumps are petrol, gasoline as they call it here. Which if you don't realise could be a major mistake, you know, a pretty devastating mistake when you're on a road trip. So yeah, heading kind of towards the whole rainforest. That's what it's telling me is in the distance. So yeah. So I've arrived at Ruby Beach, which is I guess the most northerly beach on the 101. It's in Washington State. It's really beautiful. So let's take a look at some of the photographs, because coming in, I think I recognized it. This is really a well-known site. It's just beautiful, and it's some start to the Pacific Coast Highway. So because kind of the Pacific Coast Highway starts here. So the highway actually diverts in quite a few miles now inland. I think we kind of skirt around a major Indian reservation at I'm not going to even pronounce it, Quinnipiac, I just did, the Quinnipiac Indian reservation. So there is no roads there, there are no roads there, or big roads there. So I've taken a big route around that Indian reservation, and I'm at a place called Moclips, which is south of it, and it's really like there was very, very little traffic on the road, and very, very little habitation here either. It's particularly beautiful. Little crow beside me here. So the beach seems to be endless. I'm gonna walk out and see if I can see anything, but it seems to be just one endless long beach. It goes on forever. There's some communities here being built. I mean, there's almost a brand new village being built back the way near Moclips. All brand new houses, everything, almost building it from scratch. So you can see there must be huge tourist potential in this area. It has to be. It's just an amazing place. It's a kind of a mix of kind of ramshackle and modern, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. It just goes on forever. It's like, you know, urban sprawl. I'm on my way to Astoria. I think it's still about 100. It's about 120, 150 kilometers. It's probably a little bit less than that. No, but it's the final leg. It's it's about 2 hours. I mean, the real high point today has been the reaching the Pacific, but strangely enough, the Pacific is not that accessible in Washington State. It's it's certainly not part of Route 101, which is quite coastal, but it doesn't really go that close to the coast, So I'll march over to my right hand side, but over to my left there is the Columbia River. It's a huge seaway. There's a whole load of tankers or massive ships all heading down out into the Pacific Ocean, like oil tankers or something. You can see 7 of them, all almost in kind of a convoy as they head out into the Pacific.